Yeah, hey guys, Romie here. So this is Love and Hip Hop Season 5, Episode 5, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And this is Season 5, Episode 5, Watch Your Back. And of course it's entitled that because Joseline is still speaking with Carly Red. And you can tell that Carly really likes Joseline as a friend. Well, we'll say a friend, or whatever, a friend to me, however you want to phrase it. Joseline is just laughing at Carly the whole time. I'm like, Joseline, I love you, but you have no heart. I know Carly's a mess. I know Carly Red is a mess, and I know that she's messy, and I know that's kind of why we love her for it, but at the end of the day, she really does care about you. Why? I'm still trying to figure that out. I know why we care about you, but I'm still trying to figure out why she cares about you so much, or at least is acting like she does. My whole thing is that I'm just waiting to see how long it'll take before they reconcile. Because I don't believe this for a word. I fully believe that this is a situation where they're definitely going to go and reconcile. Everything's going to be cool, copacetic. But Carly's like, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of what information you may or may not have. Put it out there. And I'm like, this is Carly Red we're talking about. You can't shame her. It's like trying to shame Joseline. It just won't work. We get past that to the club, and Scrap is talking with Rashida and Kirk because Scrap is cool with Rashida. They've gone over that bridge. Now, Rashida didn't tell Kirk that Scrappy was going to be there. And Scrappy goes and talks with Kirk, and Kirk was just like, finally he got to the realization of what I was trying to tell some of y'all a while back. It's not about the fact that we know the whole point is Scrap shouldn't have done what he did to put his parental rights at risk in the first place. Absolutely. The other part of that is, you said you were going to be there for me and be there for, more importantly, my family. I possibly lost custody, and because of that, that was terrifying, and so that's why he reacted the way that he reacted. I'm like, okay, finally an adult conversation is being had. And also, you know that little ungrateful child of Kurt Frost who oh, I'm late because I have a baby? Well, she's a rapper. Or a pseudo-rapper. She wants to join the Frost dynasty. And she does her thing, whatever. It was what it was. It was a Love and Hip Hop performance. That's exactly how I'm going to phrase it. It was a Love and Hip Hop performance. The song, it really could sound like it could be on radio. I would definitely give it to someone else with a different voice. Her voice is unique. And I guess that's all it takes really in today's society. It was given Minnie Mouse, but look, whatever works, works. Whatever works. At this point, the beat was repetitive. It was definitely something we've heard before. And again, we're in the current market where people are okay with that. Anyway, we get to Stevie J and Joseline. Stevie J and Joseline are meeting up with KK. Joseline isn't feeling KK because of one important fact. Joseline's just like, yo, so here's what's going on. I heard that you two had a relationship. I don't care that you two are supposed to be like brother and sister, and you're supposed to be like, Stevie J's supposed to be like the uncle to your kids. No, here's the truth. I heard out on the streets, you know, because that's where I still get my information from, even though it's supposed to be changed. I still heard in the streets that the one and only KK and Stevie J used to mess around back in the day. See how I did that? Oh my gosh, here we go. KK's just like, you know what? Joseline is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'm not dealing with her ass right now. I'm going to go and put her on the back burner. You see that? On the back burner. I'm not going to mess with her because she's crazy. But she tries me again and those teeth are going to be missing. I'm thinking, now let's stop this right now because you're doing a little bit too much for me. I don't believe you. And someone take that dog. That cute little dog just looks like it's being tortured in those confessions. And KK and CVJ have this long drawn out conversation about what's currently going on and how she feels about Joseline and how his current life is and what's going on in hers and the relationship that's being messed up between Scrap and the baby mama because the baby mama's threatening parental rights and all that. And we move on from that. So, the day that we never thought was gonna happen, Mimi and Joseline go and meet up. Of course not Mimi's new house, because Mimi's just like, I'm not letting this chick go and know where I live. but she can pick out furniture with me. And, you know, Joseline was just talking about how, not necessarily how she's changed, but, well, kind of how she's changed. Mimi doesn't believe it. Mimi's just like, Joseline is messy, Joseline is crazy, Joseline is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We cannot believe a word that she's saying. I'm just like, don't talk about my Puerto Rican princess like that. But, Joseline was just talking about how, you know what, I have this information on KK and CBJ, that apparently they used to be together back in the day. And so, Mimi was just like, you know what? Yeah, this makes a lot of sense now. This is the Joseline I remember. The messy, crazy Joseline that I remember. She's trying to pretend like she's all grown and mature, but she's still stuck in her old ways. And you know, at this point, I'm kind of bored, so I'm okay with that. I'm sure that's what Mimi wanted to say. But she was just like, you know what? I'm going to let it slide. I'm going to go to her, her video release party for church. I'll go there. I'll enjoy myself because we're trying to do this for my daughter. We're trying to do this for Eva. That's all that matters. Anyway, we get to the party where, well, the performance where Scrap is performing. I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. No. Hey. Oh yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. And Scrap is talking to his brother, and his mom comes in. It's just when they're talking about their mother, KK comes in. And I'm just like, how much did KK hear? KK's cuckoo, so KK will go after you if she heard a little bit too much. Scrap is just saying how, you know what, Tiara is threatening my parental rights, and right now I can't battle her in court, Mom. Every time I've gone in court, I've gotten in trouble. Things have gotten worse for me. So I can't do that right now. You're going to have to go and make a sacrifice. You're going to have to go and allow her to say what she needs to say so that you can apologize, you can get on one accord, I can get parental rights of my son back so that we can be good, because I can't do this. KK is being really stubborn right now, and I'm thinking to myself, this is your grandson. This is your grandson. Nothing else supersedes that relationship. Stop it. Stop it. So, and also, they have to go and see their cousin's funeral because it's about that time. I mean, his resting place, because it's about that time. And KK doesn't want to do it. She's so hurt from what happened that she's having trouble even accepting that it happened still at that time. Mimi goes and talks with Chris, and Chris is over it. Chris is like, how in the world? Chris is like us. Chris is like us. Chris doesn't realize that she's a cast member. She doesn't realize she's a cast member because she doesn't understand she's supposed to play the game. She's not playing the game right now. Chris is on this. How can you possibly think that it's a good idea to be working with those people, to be commingling with those people? And when I say those people, CVJ, you know, how he treated you was a mess. Joseline put her hands on you, so I'm of course not going to be cool with her on that front. And you want me to go and meet them. Yeah. Does that really sound like it makes sense, Mimi Faust? Does that really sound like it makes sense? And of course, Chris wasn't wrong, but I'm like, Chris, just go with it. This is what the show is for. Just go with it. Tommy does pop-ups. She does pop-ups, and she pops up on Scrap's butt, because remember, Joseline told her that Scrap had another woman, had an ugly woman who was paying his bills, so that was paying for his place. Now, I don't know if that was a lie or Joseline was fed misinformation or what, but there was no woman there. But then again, when Scrap was confronted by it, he kind of had this look of, okay, maybe there was someone and she's not in the picture anymore type of look on his face. There was definitely something extra there. And it's definitely believable with what he's been doing for the past year between those two. So she goes, she checks the room, and by the way, she's in her lingerie, and I'm just like, Tiara, does she ever wear any underwear? Like, I'm not complaining, I'm not, but she's crazy, because she went from, you know, where is she, to, oh, I can't believe why, and she's like, I hear no victim. I'm like, oh Lord, oh, something's really wrong with her. And she goes walking out the room, out of his place, and she goes into the street because she's so pissed. She goes into the street wearing what she's wearing, and the producers had to run after her like, no, because she was about to get in that car with some strangers. Of course they're going to stop for her. Look at her. Why would she? stop for her. But if something happens to her while she's wearing that mic or whatever, it'll be our fault. We cannot let her go in that frame of mind. Come over here. She's like, no, no, no. I'm like, no, go with them. Go with them. Believe it or not, they have your best interests at heart. The executives, maybe not so much, but they do. So the boys are having a paintball fight in the woods. You know, Stevie J, Kirk, Scrappy, Young Jock, and a couple other people. That's exactly how I'm going to phrase it. Oh yeah, I said Scrap was there too. Right. And so Scrap is talking about what's currently going on. Scrap's just like, you know what, you need to talk to Joseline, because how is Joseline going feeding misinformation as far as saying I'm with some other woman, saying it to my girl, her coming over here acting a damn fool, and then now she's not talking to me, and now no one's definitely not going to put any money on my books. And CJ was just like, you know what, I need to talk to Joseline, because she came back from LA and she's already acting the way she's acting. Something has to be done. Something has to be done right now. Right now. So we get past that, and we have Mimi. The guys had their boys' day out, and the girls had their girls' night out, but it was actually at Mimi's house. Everyone was literally there except for Tommy and Joseline. Very convenient, right? So Rashida was there, Mimi was there, Jessica Dime was there, Tiara was there, Tammy was there, and Arian was there. Oh, Chris wasn't there. I forgot to mention, Chris was not there. And Tiara, of course, started off by saying, yes, of course, she apologized to Mimi, that she wasn't aware of the situation, that her baby daddy was doing some crazy stuff, and so she was blindsided. And of course, everyone's just like, oh, okay, so that's the storyline we're going with. Oh, okay. Yeah, now it makes sense. Now it makes sense. And look, all that got accomplished in this conversation was that Mimi's going to Joseline's launch party. No one else is. Maybe Tiara, but no one else is. And oh my gosh, Carly Red is still very hurt, because she's like, I have true love for that girl. I did not badmouth that girl. I'm just like, okay, that's a lie, but that's all right. That's all right. Maybe you didn't go in like everyone else went in on her, but you still kind of went in. And so we're not going to pretend like that didn't happen. Let's not go and do that. Let's not fake the funk. Let's really try to do that. So Joseline goes, and Mimi, of course, has Chris there at the launch party with her. And Joseline is 105 questions. If you thought Arian was bad, this is like Arian times 1,000. And Joseline is just going in. Joseline's asking, do you like the kitty cat? Do you like her better than me? You know, I'm a girlfriend too. It's like, oh, you're a girlfriend? It's just like, oh, do you wear bra and panties? Like, what's going on? She's like, no, I don't identify. So it's like, oh, why do you identify? It's like, girl, what's wrong with you type of thing. You know how Joseline is. Joseline has no filter. And so this week's episode of Love and Hip Hop, I almost said Love and Hip Flop. No, not this franchise. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It definitely was good. Next week, though, next week looks like it's going to be really a mess, which is great for us. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.